You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hi, Days of Our Lives fans. I have got your weekly prediction edition. We're going to talk about Ava getting bribed, Amnesiac, Rafe being arrested, and Phillip pushing back. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got predictions for Rafe and Arnold, for Phillip and Sarah, for Marlena, Chad and Cat, for Jada, Stephanie and Shawn, and for EJ, Kristen, and Ava. And hey, if you're not following us, please click subscribe. Our very first prediction, real Rafe is arrested and very confused, and Arnold is shipped away. So on Friday, we saw EJ and Rafe struggling over the syringe of forget everything serum while Kristen was screaming, but clearly EJ got the better of Rafe based on spoilers, because on Monday, February 24th, Gabby confronts fake Rafe. She's confronting Arnold about his awful antics, his cheating, his conspiring with EJ. That same day, looks like the creep kisses Stephanie when she comes to the door at the Hernandez house. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, spoilers for the 25th and 26th. After the creep kisses her, Stephanie has this epiphany that Rafe really isn't himself, like literally not himself. And she's going to tell Jada the real Rafe never cheated on her because she doesn't think that's him, which of course is stunning because Jada just hooked up with Shawn. And by the way, fake Rafe kicks Gabby out of the house. Then on Thursday, the 27th, Jada and Shawn arrest Rafe. I'm not sure if it's for faking evidence or what the charges are, but that same day, EJ's trusty DiMera henchwoman Rita is at the Hernandez house and she tasers Arnold when he admits that people are on to him. And so this is on EJ's orders, obviously. And then that same day, Rafe is arrested and Gabby asks Kayla to run a DNA test. So I suspect that Rita and EJ have pulled off a swap, that the real Rafe is the one arrested, that he's utterly confused, no memories of the past few months, and they may think it's an imposter who's faking memory loss to avoid consequences, but then that DNA test are going to prove it's Rafe, and everybody's going to be very confused. Probably not as confused as Rafe, but right up there. Our second prediction, Phillip Kiriakis threatens Sarah Horton. Ever since Sarah overheard Phillip talking about the forgery, she's had him and his mom, Kate, by the short hairs because she can bust them at any time. And now, of course, Phillip's living at the mansion with her and Xander. And Phillip moved in at Xander's invite last week, which Kate thought might lead to him getting busted. Don't have spoilers for them this week ahead, but we may still have scenes with them. The bottom line is Sarah is bossing Phillip around. She's got him acting like a glorified babysitter, and she keeps threatening to out him. And I think soon he's going to realize he's got counter leverage and he can use it, because we're deep enough into this that at this point, Phillip would be busted for claiming the inheritance based on that letter Vivian forged. But to Xander, this also looks bad for Sarah because she has now been lying to him for a couple of months, I think. Many weeks at any rate. Time moves different in Salem. So I wonder if Phillip is going to realize this. He should, because he's a clever guy and he can push back on Sarah to get off his back and let him just be a brother to Xander and let them run the company and just stop trying to push him around, or else she'll get burned also if he's outed. Because at this point, it's mutually assured destruction. And we actually have a leak on that when Xander finds out, he temporarily leaves Sarah. So I think Phillip is going to look at this another way, realize that he's got leverage too, and he may push back on Sarah. Our third prediction, Marlena encourages Chad to be open about whatever he's feeling about Cat. So next week, Cat Greene is in Marlena's office. She may be starting her job as her assistant. That is Monday, February 24th. And spoilers say Cat offers Marlena a suggestion. And then the ladies are going to head out to lunch in the square. And on Tuesday, February 25th, Chad runs into Cat. And it happens at the end of Monday's episode, carrying over into Tuesday. And he runs into her and Marlena both. And there's that connection between Chad and Cat. I think Marlena's going to notice the vibe. She is a top-notch shrink, doesn't miss much. Chad obviously would feel guilty about any warm feelings he has for Cat because she masqueraded as Abby, even though he understands why she did it. There is is romance confirmed coming for Chad and Cat? And it could be Marlena that gets the ball rolling by telling Chad, it's okay to forgive her and do a restart and see where it goes. Because we've all done things we regret, everybody, even Marlena, and anybody who would judge Chad for getting close to Cat. Everybody in town has done shady things. So Marlena may advise him, go with your gut, follow your heart. Don't worry so much about what other people think. Our fourth prediction, Jada begs Shawn and Stephanie to keep that dirty secret. So on Monday, that's when Jada takes Shawn for a test drive and they do the deed on Stephanie's couch. And then on Tuesday, though, she kind of taps the brakes, tells him she's not over Rafe. But then Stephanie shows up at the apartment with her theory that that's not really Rafe, and that means that Rafe didn't cheat on Jada. And the problem in all this, as I said in the earlier prediction, I think EJ's a few steps ahead, has Rita knock out Arnold, and then they pull the Rafe swap. And then when Gabby gets the DNA test, it's going to come back a match for Rafe, I believe. But of course, he's not going to remember doing any of this stuff. And I wonder if people will believe him or not, or assume the DiMeras did something else to Rafe. Either way, until things get sorted, Jada may want to keep the sleeping with Shawn thing secret. Jada got busted by Stephanie because she's there, and then Shawn comes out of the shower wet in a towel. When Stephanie's talking to Jada, it's quite obvious what happened. And on the off chance that Rafe didn't really cheat, of course, that makes Jada feel like a cheater, and she may beg Shawn and Stephanie to keep the secret. But oh, what a soapy mess, because we all know it'll come out in the end. And our fifth and final prediction, EJ and Kristen scramble to buy Ava's silence. Ava told Stephen Brady last week about Kristen's mom, and sure enough, Patch found Rachel Blake, and now she's under arrest. Hopefully headed to Bayview, because I don't think she's normal. But Ava also filled in Brady on the fact that little Rachel lured her there, big Rachel kept her there, and both Kristen and EJ knew about it. So next week, Brady tells Belle her boyfriend EJ is a dirtbag who was complicit in Ava's kidnapping. And of course, Belle vows to EJ she's going to put him away for it. But I'm sure he's going to work on Belle not to believe Ava saying that she hates him. But the best option is if Ava doesn't press charges on EJ, Kristen, or little Rachel. And Brady is going to try and persuade Ava. Spoilers for Thursday the 27th say that he's going to try to talk to her about this. I'm sure he's realized that because of the CPS thing, he and Kristen may lose Rachel into the system. And of course, Ava's not going to want Brady to lose his daughter, so she may be open to a bargain. And the thing of it is, it's kind of an all or nothing thing. They can let Rachel Blake go down because she won't tattle on anybody. But when it comes to Kristen, EJ, and little Rachel, that's kind of a group deal, because if Ava was going to tell on only EJ, then he might roll over on his sister. So, it's going to have to be an all or nothing deal. And the DiMeras may have to make some significant offers to buy Ava's silence. This may be a fascinating game next week of let's make a deal to see what it takes to keep Ava Vitali quiet.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.